Welcome to the special session on World Environment Day, June 5th, 2020. Take care of nature and it will take care of you. Bless us, Lord, that we may all experience love, peace, and harmony in nature. Let the peace of nature flow in our hearts on World Environment Day. Now, the children of Class 6B are going to showcase their talents on World Environment Day. Let's enjoy watching the short film acted by Jerem of Class 6B.
Our son Appu was born in a serene village in Kottayam district. Like any other child born in a rural area, Appu was also blessed to enjoy the company of the birds, butterflies, squirrels and flowers that were abundantly found around our home. But this happiness was short-lived, as work-related necessities forced us to move to the confines of a flat in the city. Here, our connection to nature was mostly restricted to a mango tree near the balcony on the north side of the apartment and to a strip of sky above it. Appu was really saddened by the relocation. The city offered some momentary distractions, but I felt he was dearly missing the greenery and the songs of birds that he had to leave behind in the village. While playing inside our flat, Appu would run to the balcony whenever he heard the sound of birds that occasionally perched on the tree. But city birds were like city people. They preferred to stay at a distance and never came to our balcony. On a blazing summer afternoon, seeing a little bird which seemed parched with thirst, Appu came to me with an idea. "Amma, why don't we give some water to that poor bird?" "Wonderful idea," I said, "but how?" Then I thought of a clay vessel that I had used to grow a medicinal herb. We waited, not for 1 or 2, but almost 10 days. But no bird came near the water. One day, out of frustration, I said this plan was not going to work. No bird was coming to drink water. But our son hadn't lost hope. "Oh, but that's only because they're not yet acquainted with me, Amma." Maybe children have the gift of foresight, because his words came true pretty soon. One afternoon, when Appu returned from school, he ran to the balcony, hearing happy chirping. There, to our wonder, we saw a couple of birds enjoying a bath in the vessel. It was a start. From that day onwards, our balcony and the shade of the mango tree became a haven to birds of many varieties. Despite being the only green entity in that concrete forest, the owner of the neighbouring bungalow didn't flinch a bit when last year he cut off a branch of the mango tree that was slanting onto his roof. He claimed that the dry leaves and bird droppings were dirtying his rooftop as well as his landscaped lawn and tiled courtyard. But all-forgiving nature repaid that man's cruelty with kindness, as the mango tree swelled with sweet fruits. As usual, as I plucked mangoes, leaving a share for our winged friends, Appu asked, "Why are you not plucking those mangoes too, Amma?" "If we pluck all the mangoes, what will the birds eat?" I replied. Even though I forgot all about this, my words had struck a chord in the young mind of my son. The mango tree bore abundant fruits this year as well, and as usual, birds were celebrating summer by cooling themselves in the water kept on our balcony and enjoying the juicy mangoes on the tree. Appu was also in high spirits. On one of those days, a guest visited us, and she commented, "The birds are eating away all the mangoes. Why don't you pluck it all, Appu?" Appu replied with a tinge of sharpness in his voice, "If we pluck all the mangoes, what will the birds and squirrels eat?" "Wow, your son has already become a nature lover," our guest said sarcastically. But I was silently praying that my son's compassion towards nature and his fellow creatures should never dry up. Be it in the village or in a city, when you are filling a vessel with the water of kindness, you are not only protecting a few avian lives, but you are imparting invaluable values about our shared world to the next generation. Values that we as parents are bound to teach our children.
The theme for World Environment Day 2020 is Celebrate Biodiversity. Let's continue enjoy watching the performance of other students in our class. Thank you all for showcasing your talents. If you truly love nature, you will find beauty everywhere. Let's save environment and protect it by planting more saplings in our surroundings. Thank you.